up the whole field, so how you gon' play here, bruh? If you release your dogs, we got a wolf hunter. LVE, tackling Dutchmen coming. If you hungry and trying to eat like Zeke, we'll send in a taco to sweep you off your feet. Now you deep in the woods, plus we got a couple Collins. They say time and pressure make diamonds, the hot boy shining. Clock and D, it's time to go to work. They say, defense wins championships. We're here in Dallas, we got a top 10. When the hot boys hit the field, this is what we tell them. Listen what we tell them. This is what we tell them. Go to work. Clock and D, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. See, clock and D, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Gone clock in. Gone clock in. Gone clock in. Gone clock in. Clock in. D, it's time to go to work. See my defense, they on the field right now. Yeah, my defense, they yelling 3 and now. Yeah, my defense, they don't like your quarterback. So my defense, all trying to get them sacks. With the ball in the air, secondary go to work. Byron Jones, he be there, he be lying, he be lurking. If you get past him, Jeff Heath gon' hurt him. Put the ball down, go ahead and run it. I got a hot front four when they coming. Plus we got the best linebacker duo in the whole NFL. We the hot boys sizzling on fire, come to give your team hell. Clock and D, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. See, clock and D, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Go defense, go defense, gone defense, clock and D, it's time to go to work. I know I said at the beginning of this track, man, that we had like a top 10 or like a top 5. Hot boys gearing up to be triple D, you know what I'm saying? Clock Dallas doomsday defense. Listen what the hot boys tell them. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Yeah, I smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Clock and D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock and D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in. Gone clock in. Gone clock in. D, it's time to go to work. You see the star on the field, you gon' meet D-Law. Thinking you an outlaw, we sending the predator. Jalen Smith scoop up the whole field, so how you gon' play here, bruh? If you release your dogs, we got a wolf hunter. LVE, tackling Dutchmen coming. If you hungry and trying to eat like Zeke, we'll send in a taco to sweep you off your feet. Now you deep in the woods, plus we got a couple Collins. They say time and pressure make diamonds, the hot boy shining. Clock and D, it's time to go to work. They say, defense wins championships. We're here in Dallas, we got a top 10. When the hot boys hit the field, this is what we tell them. Listen what we tell them. This is what we tell them. Go to work. Clock in. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in. Gone clock in. Gone clock in. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See my defense, they on the field right now. Yeah, my defense, they yelling 3 and now. Yeah, my defense, they don't like your quarterback. So my defense, all trying to get them sacks. With the ball in the air, secondary go to work. Byron Jones, he be there, he be lying, he be lurking. If you get past him, Jeff Heath gon' hurt him. Put the ball down, go ahead and run it. I got a hot front four when they coming. Plus we got the linebacker duo in the whole NFL. We the hot boys sizzling on fire, come to give your team hell. Clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Go defense, defense, go defense, defense, gone defense, defense, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. I know I said at the beginning of this track, man, that we had like a top 10 or like a top 5. Hot boys gearing up to be triple T, you know what I'm saying? Clock Dallas doomsday defense. Listen what the hot boys tell them, man. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Yeah, I smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See the star on the field, you gon' meet D-Law. Thinking you an outlaw, we sending the predator. Jalen Smith scoop up the whole field, so how you gon' play here, bruh? If you release your dogs, we got a wolf hunter. LVE, tackling Dutchman coming. If you hungry and trying to eat like Zeke, we'll send in a taco to sweep you off your feet. Now you deep in the woods, plus we got a couple Collins. They say time and pressure make diamonds, the hot boys shining. Clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. They say, defense wins championships. We're here in Dallas, we got a top 10. When the hot boys hit the field, this is what we tell them. Listen what we tell them. This is what we tell them. Go to work. Clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. See my defense, they on the field right now. Yeah, my defense, they yelling 3 and now. Yeah, my defense, they don't like your quarterback. So my defense, all trying to get them sacks. With the ball in the air, secondary go to work. Byron Jones, he be there, he be lying, he be lurking. If you get past him, Jeff Heath gon' hurt him. Put the ball down, go ahead and run it. I got a hot front four when they coming. Plus we got the best linebacker duo in the whole NFL. We the hot boys sizzling on fire, come to give your team hell. Clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Go defense, defense, go defense, defense, gone defense, defense, clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. I know I said at the beginning of this track, man, that we had like a top 10 or like a top 5. Hot boys gearing up to be triple T, you know what I'm saying? Clock Dallas doomsday defense. Listen what the hot boys tell them, man. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Yeah, I smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time.
2000.
This is Ray Williams. Thank you so much.
Apologize for how long it took, but we are finally live. Looks like we're live on Facebook. Looks like we're live on YouTube. Looks like we're live even on Instagram, if I can get it up here in a minute. So what's up with you, Scout? What's up with you, Courtney? How you doing? What's up with you, Tony? What's up with you, Marcy? Hey, man, I'm going to tell you, they was hating on your boy, man. I got Boss Cowboy on the line, too, but can y'all hear him?
Hey, who, how, what, when?
Can y'all hear Boss Cowboy? Let me know if y'all can hear Boss Cowboy, man. If y'all can hear him, let me know. But, hey,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. But hey, man, it's whatever, man. I'm not even tripping, bro. We about to get this thing popping, man. It looks like for whatever reason, all the Facebook is tripping. And you know what? I always know that some great stuff is about to happen when Facebook starts tripping. Because I'm gonna tell you, bruh, the last time it really tripped is when we was trying to get you remember who was trying to get? We was trying to get Earl Thomas, remember? We was trying to get Earl Thomas. And the whole internet went down, bruh. The whole Facebook went down. You know what I'm saying? So I knew some good stuff about to happen, man. Hey, but I need to know. I got my Cowboy cousin on the line right now. I need to know, can you hear him? Say something, Boss Cowboy.
All right, man, testing. 1, 2, 3. Time to pay Zeke.
How about this? Instead of saying testing 1 through 3, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to give me the first. We got to start. Hey, Zeke about to get signed, man. Zeke is about to get signed, right? So this is what we need. I need everybody to practice your, oh my God, I just found out Zeke just got signed, right? We're going to take 30 seconds, like not even 30 seconds, because it shouldn't even take 30 seconds. We're going to take about 2 seconds. We take about 2 seconds? We're going to take about 2 seconds, and we all going to practice what we going to do or what we going to say when Zeke gets, hold on, let me make sure I get it. Y'all ready? Okay, we live on Instagram, finally. I had to restart my phone. That's it. Hey, can y'all hear Boss, though? Robert said we hear him. So, ready? Here it comes. Here comes the news. Y'all ready? Ezekiel Elliott. Who y'all want to do? Who y'all think is going to report it? It's going to be either Mike Fisher or James Slater. It should be West Coast Cowboy because, you know, I had a little inside scoop. But, you know, my sources, they be so close that I can't tell you I know because then they going to know I told y'all. That's the only part about my sources. You know what I'm saying? But just know, Zeke about to get signed this week. So, 1, 2, 3. We're going to practice our Zeke just got signed. How do you feel, right? 1, 2, 3. Is Zeke? It just came across your phone. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me look at this real quick. Hold on, my phone about to die. Let me look. Bro, I think Zeke just signed. What do you? I want to do the white. Have you seen that movie White Chicks?
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know when they go like this? I always want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you did it too, man. Great job, man. You like white chick.
Yeah. I can't get one from you, boss. The people in the boss. Wait.
You want to know what I'm gonna do? You want to know what I'm gonna do when they sign Zeke?
Boss, the people, boss, are the scouts want to hear it.
I mean, say, this is what they gonna get from me. We not gonna pay the rest of them bonds.
This guy, Boss Cowboy, man, he's so.
Why would I be surprised when I predicted this, though? Didn't I say this was gonna happen? I said they was gonna use a week to try to use Jalen Smith as leverage, and then they was gonna cave. I said that. So, like, why would I be surprised when I'm not surprised?
I feel you. So you guys know how we had that rule about pooping on the party? Well, obviously, Boss Cowboy did not get the notification. I said there will be no pooping of the party. You are not going to go to somebody's party and then pull your pants down in the middle of their party, just poop all on it. You're not going to do that. But yo, Ezekiel Elliott has not signed yet. It's not official yet. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have this feeling down in my loins. And I have not drinking any milk in like 3 days, so I know it's not gas or nothing. But I got this feeling in my loins. In my loins. If you're from the South, you know where that is on your body because that ain't nowhere you can like look. In my loins, I have this feeling that it's going to happen this week, man. And I'm going to tell you guys, the reason why we have been saying that we felt like it's going to happen this week is because it freaking made sense, man. Like, some of this stuff, like, I don't want to seem like we Houdinis or something like that. You know, I like feeling all big and important, you know what I'm saying? I like feeling all big and important, like I can predict the future. But then I go to the lottery and it just don't work the same. But, some of this stuff, it's not like picking the lottery. Like, it's no magic involved. Some of this stuff just makes 1 + 1 sense. What's 1 + 1? 2. No matter what language it is, it's always going to be 2. The reason why we felt 1 + 1 = 2 on this is because of this. Jerry Jones has said a bunch of crap out of his mouth. Let's just be real.
Yes.
But the realest thing Jerry Jones ever said was this statement right here. They said, Jerry, when will a deal get done? And you know what Jerry Jones said? Jerry Jones said a deal will get done when it's most basically desperate for both parties. And think about this. When you go buy a car, when does the car get sold? When it's most beneficial for both parties. When it's now beneficial for me to buy the car and it's beneficial for you to sell the car. That's when a deal gets made. Well, guess what? When is it going to be most beneficial? When is it going to get most desperate? I'm going to tell you 2-3 days before September 1st, when Jerry Jones started really realizing, oh, snaps. So you saying we got to play the football Giants in like 6 days? Yes. That's when it starts getting realistic. And another thing that let us know is the money involved. Boss Cowboy, do you know, well, you know this because you a number guy. You the one that, I used to say the word paid. He got to get paid. But then Boss Cowboy came through here and said the word enumerated. So I don't even like saying that word no more. You know what I'm talking about? Paid, that's the old word. We say enumerated. You know what I'm saying?
We don't say paid, we say enumerated.
Yeah. Hey, when you walk into your boss, say, hey, man, I need to be enumerated, man.
Let's take it a little bit more serious.
Yeah. Hey, when you go in for your raise, tell your boss you need to be enumerated and see if he don't hit you with the cross legs. You know when they cross their legs when you're doing the deal?
Oh, he's serious.
He's serious now. but Boss Cowboy,
yo,
they said that they were going to give him a contract between Gurley and Bell. How much money is it really between Le'Veon Bell and Gurley?
$1.25 million.
Okay, so that's so let's just say about $1.2 million. The 5 don't count, I guess. That's going to Uncle Sam anyway.
Let's round it up to 30. Let's use all the rules. Round it up to 1.3.
All right, 1.3 million. So it's 1.3.
It doesn't matter because when you say 1.25, that's 250,000. I mean, 1,250,000. So that's a lot of money still.
Okay, hey y'all, I forgot to say this. Facebook is hella tripping right now. That's why we on the phones. I need y'all to share. I can't even share our own content right now. I got this weird email the other day. I ain't even gonna lie, got me a little nervous. But now that my page is monetized, they be tripping on how many times I actually share my own content. So I need you guys to share it like crazy. All right. So share. We got 80 people on Facebook. We got 25 people on Instagram. That's 105. And we got 17 people on YouTube. What's up with y'all, YouTube? So I need all you guys to share because they tripping. All right. But Boss Cowboy. So what you're telling me is there's only about 1.3 million between Zeke and Zeke Bell's contract and Gurley's contract.
Yeah, and that's what the whole little knock on Zeke was about because Jerry Jones played a very dangerous game. And when I think about it from 2 ways. One of my favorite movies is The Matrix. And at the very end, the Oracle, right, and the architect, they was at the end, and the Oracle looked at him and said, "You played a dangerous game this time." And that's exactly what Jerry did. He played a very dangerous game, and it's still, if you're really looking at it right, it's still dangerous and it's still risk out there. Because, first of all, you risking your player's confidence because you basically publicly boo-booed all on his name, but you're going to want him to give his best to your organization in return. Yep. So that's one risk about it. The other risk about it is you played a numbers game because really this was all controlled by the Joneses because one of the other things he said, West Coast, because you quoted what he said when two people are desperate, that's when it did get done. But he also said this, deadlines make deals, right? Mm-hmm. So if you look at it, what he really did is he put all this pressure on Zeke and Dak and Cooper knowing that their deadline is the start of the season. They use the game 1 as their deadline, but they gambled with preparation.
Yep.
That gamble that they made. They said, we're going to trust our big 3 to be naturals. They don't need as much preparation as most. which is a bad bet. I always want, like, we talk about Ronnie Braxton, who's going to be a guest on the show pretty soon. He's a top trainer in the NFL.
Who are some of his name some of his clients?
Even some of our own has been some of his clients. Byron Jones has been one of his clients. And Anthony Brown has been one of his clients. Lewis has been one of his clients. I mean, he done trained over 20 Pro Bowls. So,
and these are their personal trainers. This isn't like a guy like Chris Richard. Chris Richard is a guy the organization picked for them to train them as their coach. Ronnie Braxton is a guy that Jordan Lewis comes out of his own pocket. Byron Jones comes out of his own pocket. When we bring personal trainers on here, these are guys that players are coming out of their own pocket to pay these guys to get them ready for the season.
Facts. And one of the things we always talk about is how important preparation is. That I actually believe that your off season really makes the season.
Yeah.
The training camp really makes the season. It's how y'all gel together to try to get that momentum going. And that's the gamble that Jerry calculated when he came up with this artificial deadline of game one being that deadline. And you can tell that they did it from the standpoint and the fact that at first they had a real hard line on, we're not giving any players market value. What's happening and what's been happening over the last 2 days, they've been softening their speech. Well, we are actually for giving
They had to rethink that.
You have to rethink that, but guess what? It's the deadline. It's now the season getting ready to start. And then Jerry has the benefit of hindsight. He went through the Emmitt Smith debacle.
Yeah.
So it's like you ran this risk before and you was on the wrong side of the risk. So you're not gonna run it again, but you put up a big front and you did it at the expense of your best players' names.
Yep.
So one of the biggest things that West Coast said about a week ago on the show, I think it was about a week ago, and I hope people remember this point that you made because it was a bit, is that we hope that our players are the bigger men in this.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take a real big man to have your name moneyed up to the fan base and then just all be gone and they say, well, that was just business. A part of me doing business is to sling mud at you. And that's really not the case. Like, hopefully they all can just move on from that and say that was dirty, but hey, I'm trying to play football.
Yeah. How you doing, Miss Kareen? I see you. Santa Anna on Instagram. I see you. I also see some people on Facebook that we're seeing real good too. And just to kind of highlight, kind of go over what I love what Boss Cowboy saying, because that's a phenomenal point. And man, what's up, Skeptical Fan on YouTube? I appreciate you, man. He says, if Zeke is signed, will he play ASAP? I'm gonna keep it real with you. If Zeke gets signed this week, he for sure playing ASAP.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why you're trying to expedite this and get this together. Like when you start hearing stuff like, because it's funny because just 2 weeks ago, not even a week ago, a couple days ago, we were saying these guys are so far apart. Then you start hearing, oh, they're in the same room talking. Like, bro, when you get in the same room talking, they all understand that the Giants game is coming. And another reason, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the real reason why I kind of believe that Zeke was gonna come back here this weekend or between these couple days is this simple fact right here, right? The Dallas Cowboys, Jason Garrett said a long time ago, in order to be able to play for the Cowboys, you gotta be able to practice 3 days before that game, right? So us playing Thursday gave the Dallas Cowboys almost an extra weekend. It gave them an extra weekend to get the deal done, because we didn't play on like a Saturday or a Sunday where it then marched us 6 days like a regular season to get it going. We actually had an extra 2 days. So then I'm thinking, like, think about this, Boss Cowboy. What do teams do right after the fourth preseason game? They start. Go ahead.
They start cutting.
They start making cuts.
Making evaluations on who's going to be a part of the team, who they're going to take a risk on the waiver wise to try to bring back.
Okay, now, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Me and Boss Cowboy, the last time, and I don't want to put our business out there in the street, but the last time we really, really talked is the last time we did a show. That's what I love about my best friends and people that I rock with. We ain't got to talk every day for us to be cool and for us to be on the same page, right? So, and that's just facts, you know what I'm saying? So, Boss Cowboy, with that, right? Why is it? And I just said that just so you guys can know this is honest banter between us right now. This isn't just something we playing. This is honest banter. So, this is real talk. You know what I'm saying? So, boss, if you're cutting your roster down on the Friday before the week start, how does Ezekiel Elliott play in all that when you have 5 running backs on your team right now? What are you got to do with those running backs?
So see,
I'm trying to Jason Kidd you right now.
Man, so yeah, you laid it up for me.
I'm trying to Jason Kidd you right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's an easy done, bro. Like so.
Just come off the backboard.
Sean, this is a very obvious tea leaf that you laid up. So when you look at the cuts alone tell you that Zeke is getting ready to get done, and it actually switched leverage all the way back to Zeke even more.
Yep.
Because a lot of people say foolish stuff like Zeke never had leverage, and Zeke always had leverage. Zeke always had leverage.
Always.
He always had leverage. Like, I heard Mitt Romney say it best like this. If you owe the bank, a small bank, $100,000, they have leverage on you. But when you owe a bank $1 million and it's a small bank, you have leverage on them.
Yeah, because you have more to lose. They have more to lose by giving you the money.
Yeah, so the fact that you owe them $1 million, they gonna more than likely work with you, because if they have problems with that $1 million, it's gonna make them insolvent and that bank will go out of business. So this is where you'll say Zeke don't have leverage, but when you look at the investment that they made into this all-in year, and knowing he's a key part of it, yeah, that's leverage. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if it would have been a building team, Zeke had no leverage. But when you know he's one of the center blocks and cornerstones to this team in terms of your identity, yeah, you can act like you don't have leverage, but now Zeke always had leverage. Now, but one of the things I also want to talk about real quick, I'm going to finish your point though. Looking at the cuts. So if you look at the fact that we had cuts like Rick Weaver, right, which I hate, he's gone. I hate it. Sean is now officially on the practice squad, and Jackson is gone. So all the insurance policies that look like a committee policy
are gone. Which means you really have one chance at really having a solid rotation of backs, and that's bringing Zeke back. So if you just look at the cuts alone, and not even just the reports that they're getting close. Right now, they got to get it done, and now they have no choice. Now, because Jerry Jones put himself up against hey, boss, the point I wanted you to elaborate on is this. If you don't know if you're going to re-sign Zeke or if you're going to be able to, how do you make those cuts?
You don't.
You can't.
He was really serious about it, which shows you it was a big old bluff the entire time.
But you get what I mean, though? Because let me show you something, right? And that's where I was trying to lodge you up to. If the Cowboys had to make a decision Thursday night on Zeke.
Yeah.
They had to make a decision Thursday night. You want to know why? Because on Friday they had to fire some people.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying we're gonna know Friday after that game. We're going to know Friday after that game if they're serious on which direction they're really trying to go. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if that was the case, we wake up Friday in that game, Pollard's going to play. Not even that Pollard's going to play. You know what I'm saying? But I think he would have played because they would have needed more snaps from him. You know what I'm saying? But the way they played week 4 and the way leading up to week 4, boss Cowboys at the game at week 4, and he's at practice and he's telling me all these people aren't playing, all these people are just all over the place, not doing what I'm like, yeah, bro. They're getting ready for Zeke to come back. They're mentally preparing themselves and getting this team ready for Zeke to come back.
It was a huge bluff. And one of the things that I want to kind of debunk is some of the myths that have been out there. Like they've been saying that Zeke didn't honor his contract. That's one of the most frustrating arguments that I ever hear, because people don't really understand that there are 2 contracts and one supersedes the other. There's the contract between the CBA, which is the players union, and the league, right? And then there's an individual contract. The contract that has the higher authority is the CBA agreement.
Yeah.
CBA agreement spelled out that a player, if they overperforms their contract, they have a right to hold out.
Yeah.
So Zeke is within his contractual rights because he's following the higher contract. But see, Jerry has been using kind of side speech to say he's not honoring his 4 year contract with a 5th-year option, and that's deception. He muddied up his name when Zeke was all the whole time in the right. And the second thing I want to say is Zeke had a real good reason to be in Cowboy. The number one reason he had to be in Cowboy is because Jerry and Steven have a long track record of trying to sidestep agents and negotiate with the players direct.
Yeah.
So to avoid that is to avoid training camp altogether.
That's why Amari Cooper agent went to practice. Remember, guys?
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why Cooper's agent came to practice.
Get it out of there all now. If we pay attention to what they say, the opening day of training camp, Stephen Jones say, we prefer to do our deals during training camp because the players are here.
Yeah.
What is that saying? You don't like to deal with the agents. You like to skip the agents, go right to the where you have influence on the player and try to get a side deal done. Isn't that how Tank deal got done?
Yeah, and think about this. Dez Bryant. Think about this. Dez Bryant. Give me 15 minutes. Dez Bryant put up a really telltale post when he said that when the Dallas Cowboys first tried to sign him, Jerry Jones invited him to the stadium on some just random stuff, right? He told him to come down to the stadium. He had to give him, I don't know what he used to get him to the stadium, but he basically got Dez down to the stadium. And then he said him and Dez were just talking in the hallway, and then they walked out onto the field. And he said that Jerry Jones tried to talk to him and tried to negotiate a contract with him right then. And he said that Dez Bryant said that he told Jerry Jones, all right, Jerry, you want to come out here and try to let's go play some football, and I want you to try to cover me. What do you think would happen if you covered me? And then Dez Bryant said Jerry Jones looked at him and said, Dez, you kill me. He said, okay, so then why would I try to do a deal with you?
Why would I try to talk a contract
with you? Jerry, you're gonna kill me.
Yeah, because Jerry will kill him like with ease. You know, that's not their lane. You need trained negotiators when it comes down to trying to negotiate contracts. And players, they have their feelings involved when they're trying to play for the Dallas Cowboys. The agents don't. You're just one of the clients they represent, and they're not in love with the star.
Thank you, and that's why I was. Go ahead.
It's like you go on the court, but then try to defend yourself. Why would you do that, right? You hired a lawyer to speak on your behalf because they're trained. And so Jerry and them try to skip that type of stuff, but what they did in the meantime is muddied up Zeke's name to try to put, which was a crazy strategy to me, because why would Zeke even care about what the Cowboys fan base think when they know that we wishy-washy, because we was throwing up the X one year and we was spitting on Dez the next year. So
well, actually, that was in the same year. That was actually in the same year. They was doing that in the same year. That didn't even take a year.
Like, why would public pressure ever work on players? Like, why? Like, so why even play that hand on, like, the muddying up their names is going to make them want to do a deal? Like, it's almost like
You want to know what it is, though? You know what it is, though, boss? They leverage their brand against that, though. Yeah, you may not care, but how is your brand going to do? Because remember, Zeke, you got Feed Me, the clothing. How was your brand? Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, when Jalen Smith, when he signed his deal, I done seen him on 3 different commercials for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say that's a good thing or a bad thing, but all I'm going to say is Miles Jack got more money. That's all I'm going to say. Jalen Smith is already underpaid because Miles Jack just got more money yesterday. Jalen Smith had to wait a week, bruh. A week. Now every linebacker, think about this, bro. Jalen Smith had better stats than CJ Mosley, and he got $85 million. Now you got Miles Jack, and they said Miles Jack wasn't never gonna walk again. Just like you, Jalen. Same situation.
Yeah.
And he got more money than you. And guess what? They not out there in Jacksonville selling, oh yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars is gonna sell you your shirts and your t-shirts. Like, bro, you will never make the $20 million that you let Jerry Jones keep. You will never make that back. Never. I don't care. And then think about this. Even if you sell $20 million worth of sunglasses, You still ain't gonna make it back. Why? Because you're not gonna get that free 20 they gave you. That was $20 million you already earned. Now you gotta go earn the money. That's like winning your money on a lottery and then taking your money to the casino and betting it all. Like, it was a chance to get it. Why would you gamble it away? That makes no sense. I know this is a totally different subject, but I'm just saying, man.
We covered that in depth. I did read a comment by Roby that was real good. Roby Lowe.
Go ahead. That's my boy, Roby. Hey, Roby, I got your jersey came in, and I sent it out. You should be getting it in a couple days.
Yeah, Roby had a real good comment I wanted to address.
I think it's Robbie, R-O-B-B-I-E.
Robbie, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kind of kill your name. But Robbie said something I just want to come back to and kind of see what your thoughts are. I love what Robbie said. Robbie said that he think that we should kind of get Zeke in slow. I actually agree with that. I think we should work Zeke in slow because the fact that bad negotiations killed his preparation, I wouldn't want Zeke out there getting a whole bunch of carries and he really hasn't been really in contact mode with training camp. I would want to see him share a little bit, like at least do what they did his rookie year.
They gonna do that anyway, cause he don't start off fast in them first games.
What I mean is, like, I don't want him getting a whole bunch of snaps. I would want them to do what they did his rookie year, where they was giving him 2 series and they was giving McFadden a Dumbo the 3rd series. I really would want them to do that. And because I want to work him in slow, I think that's a good idea, like what Robbie said. I hope I got your name right. But that, to me, that's a good idea from the standpoint that he hasn't had the training camp to work those hits into him yet. I don't want to start him out like a car at full gear. I want to ease him up to that. I just thought that was a good point by one of the scouts.
I ain't gonna lie, that is a good point. If I didn't have to give Zeke like $21 million or whatever, because we're gonna give him a large guarantee. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you look at the setup of this roster, it don't sound like it's gonna do that. They're not gonna. I mean, I would want that too. I mean, I would love for there to be the preseason game in between it, to be honest with you. But let's just be real. The way this roster is set up, because we don't realistically have 3 running backs. Jamiz Olawale is not a running back. They just put his name there so it looks like we have 3 running backs. But we don't. We have 2. Yeah. Tony P and Alfred Morris. And guess what? One of those guys probably won't be active. Because you're not going to have 3 running backs and a fullback active on game day. So if Jamiz Olawale is active, that means you'll probably just have Zeke and Tony P. Because you still have Jamiz as your as technically a running back fullback, but he's not going to get the ball. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm mistaken, he don't even really play. Does he play special teams? I got to look at that. I hope he do. But yeah, I don't think that, in a perfect world, on our team, absolutely, that's what I would do. If I ran 25 snaps, Zeke would get 15, another dude would get, or 2 other dudes would get 10, 5 and 5. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Because the wind, what I'm most scared of with Zeke, not even scared of, but the beginning, he gonna be amped. He gonna be turned up. But that monkey gonna get on his back in the 3rd quarter. That's when that monkey gonna jump on your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 8 minutes into the 3rd quarter.
We controlling the game early. Let's say if we really because usually what happened when we was playing the Giants is we was typical Dallas where we walked between the 20s very easy. We controlled them, moved the ball real easy, and we were teetering out in the red zone. If we able to get touchdowns early and get a lead, man, poor Zeke. I mean that too, poor Zeke, because I don't want to kind of get him going too fast. It's just too risky to be with him.
You think about hamstrings and muscles. That's what you thinking about.
Yeah,
because that's when muscles get pulled. I get it. I know that's in playing sports. We know that.
Taking hits and all that kind of stuff. Like, all of us know that play football, your first week of practice is your hardest week.
Yeah, that's your most cramping because you're using muscles you never used.
You play football. The same things that had you aching in week 1, you don't even feel about week 5.
Nope.
Every time I played football, my first week, my neck was hurt. Every time.
The helmet, you gotta get. Hey, Boss Cow, remember these, Boss Cowboy? Remember these? Remember these?
Every time. Yeah.
What you know about them? Right?
Like your body gotta get.
What you know about that?
You gotta get adjusted to it.
Yeah.
So, and he's an asset that we already said, and Jerry said himself, he's an asset, especially since you're getting ready to pay him, that now you got to slow it down a little bit. You used him a lot last year, but now let's use Pollard. Let's use Morris. Let's not put all the load on Zeke because now he's a long-term asset. He's no longer somebody that you want to use like a piece of tissue and throw away like you did. What's
because
the running back that we had?
Darren McFadden.
You don't want to do him like Murray. You want to now because we're gonna have him for about 5 years.
You got to take care of him.
You want to take care of him now, like treat him like a car you want to keep.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna give you no pushback, not on anything with the organization because they dumb and they do dumb stuff. But I will give a little. I'll throw a little in there. I'll throw a little dip in there. Remember, Zeke has never played a full season in his career. 2016, we benched him in week 17. 2018, we benched him in the last week too. So the Cowboys try to, but I just think, man, it's like, when you play video games and you only got 3 super punches and you just overuse them. You know what I'm saying? Because they just,
It all really depends on how he look, man. Because like, if he limped one time, bro, I'm over here like pulling. That's just me.
And this is just for the first. And I get it too because there is going to be a moment in this Giants game because I forget who said this. I think it was not Barry Sanders. One of these running backs said this. Or is it Chris? No, it was CJ2K. That's what it was. He said you can simulate everything but that first hit.
Yep. Yeah.
You can simulate everything but that first hit.
After that 2,000-yard season, he said when he held out that it took him 6 games to get in rhythm.
Yeah.
6. So it's like, and I said this before, if the big 3 start off a little bit slow.
Well, I mean the big 3. Cooper hasn't played either though. All right, we don't want to talk about no more bad. No, we ain't gonna talk about nothing. Just change the subject.
I'm trying to give the fans a fair warning of what bad negotiations can do. Right?
Like you're giving us the offsprings of what we've been doing. This is stuff that we birthed because you decided not to pay them before they came to training camp. So this is stuff we have to now consider. Go ahead, boss. This is a conversation we gotta have. Why? Because they didn't sign them when they were supposed to. So go ahead, boss.
Brace yourself for Cooper and Dak to be just smooth out the gate. Don't do it. Don't brace yourself for Zeke to be just sweet week 10 out the gate. Just don't do it. Just go ahead and just settle your mind that it's going to take about 3 games for all 3 of those guys to get in game mode.
Yep.
I'm just being honest. Just thank God that those 3 games are our weakest games on the schedule. On paper, right? So on paper,
Washington defense though.
I know the Redskins is the one that's the most dangerous out of the first 3, but I'm just saying, like, I'm bracing myself for it. Just from understanding that preparation is more important than just talent, right? So those 3 guys are talented. Zeke is exponentially talented. Dak is exponentially talented. Cooper is exponentially talented. But even that amount of talent have to gel. Even like, if you look at Golden State and Durant, when Durant first went to Golden State, it took him half the season to what?
Yeah. So I mean, and y'all gotta remember, man, we have a lot of moving parts right now. You have, I ain't gonna lie, these first 2 games, man, they're gonna be. I'm not expecting blowout. I'm expecting some. Like, and I'm not trying to poop on the party. Y'all know we're big about don't poop on the party. Don't go to somebody's house. They having a good time. Pull your pants down and poop on the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Blend in. But I do got to let y'all know, man, if we have any type of offensive struggles, weeks 1 and 2, that it's a byproduct. It's a byproduct of not signing your players, man. Like, this is a byproduct. And let's just be real. Dez held out, and 2 weeks later he broke his foot as soon as he came out there. Like, the stats, and I'm not trying to wish this on nobody, but history says that players who hold out tend to get injured.
Yeah, I'll say it.
I'm not saying it.
That's why that I love that comment that was made by the scout.
Robbie,
is you really want to control that. You want to go into the season, in my opinion, managing that, like with that heavily on your mind, to actually go out there like, okay, we're gonna put the full load on Zeke and we paid you now. That's not managing him for 5 years. That's managing him for the moment.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And
I'm gonna manage him for 5 years, even if you like, okay, it might make it tougher on us to win the first 3 games, but it's gonna make those last 13 more than likely go put us at an advantage. I would rather kind of strategically go about it like that, just because we didn't give him his training camp. We chose for the last week to really start talking business with Zeke. And so this is what I really want everybody to understand that most people don't. Because I heard somebody say, go ahead and give Zeke the extra millions. I said, see, that's the problem. Most people think that Zeke was trying to get extra millions, okay? The difference between Bell and Gurley was $1.25 million, and they said the offer was between that, so they was really fighting over more than likely less than $700,000.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it went. D-Law's contract, it was $1 million.
That's what this impasse was about.
$1 million.
It's freaking $1,000. It's what Jerry decided to put his flag down on and say, I'm going to hold and I'm going to commit to the team, even if individuals don't commit to the team. $700,000. The cost of Morris' contract alone would have solved that.
Yeah.
You just cut George Aloka. George Aloka cost more than that. So all this haggling that you did to keep Zeke under Gurley, you could have got it done for less than $1 million by just giving him a reasonable offer.
And then my question to you, Boss Cowboy, you're Jerry Jones, right? I'm gonna ask you a question, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
And we just gonna do this roster breakdown tomorrow morning. We're gonna do the roster breakdown at the 10 o'clock show. So come back tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that roster broken. Y'all didn't want to talk about no damn roster anyway, so let me trying to blow up my inbox. Y'all want to talk about Zeke, so don't even try to play me. We're gonna talk about the roster and first thing in the morning. I already got the screen set up and everything. But would you, if you're Jerry Jones, right? I'm Zeke's client. I'm Zeke's agent. I'm Rocky, right?
Yeah.
Would you pay $700,000 to Zeke to get him into training camp early?
Yes. Yes, I would have gave him an offer about 3 weeks ago.
So you're saying that the $700,000 is not worth him missing training camp?
No, you pay him the $700,000, and then to me, you put it out there that he's rejecting the highest paid running back offer. See, because when you say he rejected the second highest, he rejected being the second highest paid running back. Those of us who understand how this works said quickly, he's supposed to.
Yeah.
He's supposed to. Like,
Yeah.
how are you the leading running back? Really, you should have been 3 years in a row the Russian champ, but you're going to take second best money.
Doesn't make any sense.
Like, none of us would do that in any one of our jobs.
Yeah.
What you do, right?
Yeah.
If you're an insurance agent and you're the number one agent, and they come to you and say, hey, you're the number one agent, but we're going to only give you a commission based on the second place guy. Oh, yeah, you're going to fight him tooth and nail. I don't care if you're a plumber. I don't care what you want. You're going to push back at that. Right?
Might even lose. Hey, think about this. You might even leave the whole entire job because of it.
Yeah. It's like, man, come on.
You already getting paid by the job.
And I can see if you was a one-hit wonder, Jerry, and might try that maybe for a week. But this is like literally everybody knows if he didn't get that awesome suspension, he would have been 3 years in a row the Russian champion. It's only about 2 running backs in the history of 100 years of football that's even been close to that type of a start. So you talking about an all-time start in 100 years supposed to take second place money, enumeration. Hey, I don't care what you say, it was wrong to offer it. You know what I mean? You don't offer that type of player that type of offer and then put it out in the public like he's the greedy one.
Yeah.
It's like, no. But so that's why I said they should have offered him that extra $700,000 or $1 million. That would have been then they would have been able to report Zeke just turned down, if he turned it down, the number one running back offer. Now he looks greedy. But for those of us who really know contracts, because we spend a lot of time in the offseason talking contracts. I mean, everybody that's been a paper to this show knew when they said that they offered Zeke second place money. Knew, oh, they crazy.
They already knew he wasn't gonna take it. Like, you should have known then he wasn't gonna take it. And I'm a Boss Cowboy. I'm gonna tell you a piece of information. I'm gonna tell you a piece of information that the Jerry Jones hid from the media, or not even hid from the media, because it was in the media. You know what I'm saying? It was just a very random, lonely tweet that didn't get any love because nobody thought that it was important. And you know what this tweet was? Back in February, Clarence Hills tweeted that Ezekiel Elliott wanted a new contract and would not play without one.
Yep.
He did that in February.
Yep. They had all this time
In
to get
February. You got people saying, well, why they didn't do that in April? And think about this, right? And this is why I was going so hard for Zeke too. Is because the way they did Zeke is I've been done like that at a job before. You know what I'm saying? Like I sued a company who I will not use their cell phone link at all. And because of the non-disclosure, I can't say what company. But if you know my first name, it start with the same letter. But this company, because I had been with them so long, didn't want to pay me. They didn't want to enumerate me like I was the better district manager. Why? Because I was making as much as a regional manager. But guess what? That wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I know about companies are always going to look at their risk and reward. And I'm going to be honest with you, the reason why I won my lawsuit is not because we went to court. Let me tell you why. Because T-Mobile said, you know what? That dude, he don't got to pay for his attorney. We've been paying for our attorney for 3 years now. It's at the point, it's cheaper to pay him than it is to keep paying you. And that's how I got paid. So timing means a lot. Think about this, guys. Ezekiel Elliott told them in February, I'm not going to play without a new contract. What happened in March? You guys, what happened in March and April? What happened in March, April? They went.
What happened when they said in March that Todd Gurley was going to be the starting point.
Then, you know what happened after? And guess what happened after that, boss? They had voluntary training camp in Dallas.
And he showed up.
And he went after he told you that he wanted a new contract. Zeke should. The only thing Zeke did wrong in all of this, I'm gonna tell you, boss.
Okay.
He should have held out then.
Good point. And I can't even fight you.
He should have started the holdout then, because I'm gonna tell you what would have happened. Jerry Jones would have probably took him more serious, and he probably would have got his deal. Go ahead.
But see, this is the sad part of it. I'm gonna be honest. This is the sad part of it to me, West Coast.
Kush, I didn't say the name. You did. Go ahead.
Dak pretty much has been the name that's been split between the fan base, generally because of Romo. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fans out there that's still upset about that. Hey, that's no problem. I'm not going to fight that. But Zeke was pretty much unanimously considered the hero, the good guy, the engine, the straw, right?
At least that's how he started out.
Yeah, I mean, everybody appreciates Zeke.
How does he become your straw to a guy you don't even need?
But now,
you don't even need him now.
Fans out there that don't listen to this show, that's gonna get the facts on this situation. They not gonna understand the CBA. And now he's hated. Yeah. I got a screenshot of a guy that said, I hope Zeke break his leg to hit Zeke. I don't care if he get paid. You know who did that?
Who?
You know who did that to Zeke's name? Jerry. And it's sad, man, because it's like people like you and me and the people that's watching this show, they spend time to research and really understand the truth. The fact that you say you're a scout as this show is a serious Cowboy fan that's out to uncover truth. And so when you say that and you say that with a sense of pride, you don't really have no favorites of the matter. You just want the Cowboys to be honest about the situation. So we all a part of this show research. So when you know that Zeke was never in the room, that he told them in February, and they said, we're ready to training camp. And right when they get in training camp, they said, forget what we said in March, where we said publicly that we budgeted for Zeke, and we know that Gurley is the starting point. But then when it's time to pay, and when it's time to trade, and it's time to talk real money, we gonna give you bill money. Somebody that's older than you, Zeke, and somebody defense and ain't played football in a year.
Yeah.
Zeke and they're not on the same level. Just on those two terms. But the fan base turned on Zeke. And even if he turns, it's going to be a lot of the fan base just because of this business.
Yep.
And now hate Zeke.
Yep. Same thing he did with Dez. Think about this, man. Dez's image has still not rebounded from that. Dez's image has still never rebounded from him holding out to get more money. And think about this, right? When Dez held out, he was already the number 2 highest scoring wide receiver in Cowboy history. He was already your second. He was number 2 on the touchdown list when Dez had 58 touchdowns, man. When he was holding out. And think about this. The same Dallas Cowboys, while Dez is holding out, they did a special, if you guys remember back in 2015, they did a special during offseason where they did a video on every one of his touchdowns. And I know he did because I downloaded all 58 on my computer. They did a 2-minute little video on each one of his videos while they up here saying they don't want to pay him. That tripped. Brian Brothers is the one who did it. That tripped me out. Like, how are you going to praise someone for achieving something that's unachievable, but then don't want to reward them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why it's cold because they really tried to do the same thing to Dak. The only difference is Dak's Dak's reputation didn't have a suspension on it, didn't have anything, so his reputation was able to fight. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going through a social media marketing class right now. We're talking about reputation rebuilding and stuff like that. And that's what people put crap about you out there, and then your reputation has to literally fight it. Bam, fight. No, he's not greedy. No, he's not in Cabo being lazy. No, he's not. No, he's, you know what I mean? Like, why you think Zeke was putting out all this information? It is funny because, like, even though we say these guys don't care about the fans, they do, bro. Because think about this. The very time that they said that Zeke was overweight, you know what he did? He went to the Dallas Cowboys and he got on the scale. Did this, did this, did this, did this. So I don't.
It's like that. It's an excellent point, bro.
Like, so I don't get that, man. And then they wanted to hang, and like, this is my thing, right? You be like, and then my last point I'm gonna make on this whole Zeke thing. And remember, guys, tune in tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a full roster breakdown. We're gonna talk about the roster. We're gonna talk about each person at their position and all that stuff. We already did the cuts, but now we're gonna talk about the actual 2019 Dallas Cowboys. We're gonna start that tomorrow because it all starts tomorrow, right? So, my boy says Dak has a DUI. Bro, are you serious? I think everybody did something in their dirt. But I'm asking, has Dak gotten a DUI since he's been a paid football player? Don't hold nothing against a kid when he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? When you in college, your mama still pay for your cell phone bill. You a kid. You know what I'm saying? My little brother, I don't give a damn how old he was. When he was in college, he was a kid. I was still playing cell phone. When you was in college, you a kid. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Tell me some stuff Dak has done since he's been in the NFL. Yeah, I'll wait. All right, but
let me say something real quick, West Coast. Unless you were still saying something.
I know she's going now. Go ahead.
My boy Greg Baird, he's a long-time supporter of the show. I just want to read something. He said, "You're dealing with a billionaire. He's not taking crap from anyone, and he will ruin you for trying to make him look bad." Well, see, first of all, Zeke didn't give him crap. And that's what we're trying to explain, is that Zeke didn't do anything. The people that started the crap is the front office.
Yep.
So it's like, and so it's saying, the perfect example is when they joked about Zeke Root. See, you know,
good point,
make a joke that's insensitive and then be mad when the person don't like your joke and say, no. If I don't like your joke, I don't have to take that from you because you helped me out.
That's like slave mentality, bro. Like, that's like hella entitlement, bro. Like, nobody.
That I don't like. Because I didn't like that. We're in a real negotiation that's about real dollars in my future, but you think because you're a billionaire that you get a chance to joke about me like my future and my family's generation is a funny matter. It's not a funny
Or like my mama don't watch TV, or like my brother don't watch TV, or like my grandmama don't watch TV, like my cousins don't watch TV.
Girl, like if you sitting in front of if you were the person you're going to probably take the most pride in is your wife, right? That's the person that you're going to defend your name with over almost anybody over your mama. The person that's going to be your wife. So you sitting there with your wife, and what she look at, how you think she gonna look at you and the owner say, Zeke, you really? And laugh? You don't want to be embarrassed like that. So yeah, I know you're a billionaire. I'm cool with that, but at the same time, we all gotta realize who starts this stuff. You gotta see who pulled the bait and switch. If you don't see who pulled the bait and switch, if you went to a car dealership and they said, we have this car for $40,000, and then you get there and say, I know you spent your gas money and it's time to do the deal and you're ready to write the check, but it's $50,000. That's what they did to Zeke. So that's why it started this. They said Gunny was the starting point and then pulled out a better contract. Is he supposed to take that? Is that what y'all saying? Just because he's a billionaire, he can do that to Zeke? No. Like, I don't care if you're a billionaire, trillionaire. Your word should mean something. If you put your word out there in the public like that, and then you just publicly take it back, you think Zeke should bend over? No. You gotta stand up for something, and that's why they want CBA right for them to hold out.
Exactly.
So if I'm trying to pull something on them, they can say, okay, you trying to use your leverage on me, my leverage is my asset to the team. I'm using back on you until we able to talk real now.
Yeah, and boss, I'm gonna tell you like this too, boss. If you do that to me, I'm gonna tell you like this. So if I'm looking at you do that to somebody else, I'm like, well, I don't want to do business with boss. Why? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna hold that against me. Like, okay, listen, this is another thing that be pissing me off about this. Oh, well, Jerry, but they owe Jerry. We don't owe Jerry a goddamn thing.
No, we don't.
I don't owe Jerry a damn thing. Like, let's just keep it real, bruh. If you do owe Jerry something, was that Russian championship not enough? That didn't pay for nothing? Yeah. Was them 2 divisional championships? That didn't pay for nothing? Having, like his daddy said, and I'm going to tell you, shout out to his pops, man. Mr. Elliott, I salute you, brother. Because he been dropping, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I got so much respect for Stacey Elliott, OG Stacey, because I'm gonna tell you, as soon as Jerry started taking personal shots at him, his daddy stepped up like, nah, bruh, we gonna start putting some stuff out there. And I love when his daddy came into his defense. Cause, bro, I don't give a damn, bro. You start doing my son like that in the media, talking about some Zeke who? Like, excuse me? My son ain't gotta be offended, but I'm offended. And you know what his daddy said? I loved it. His daddy was so gangster with it. His dad said, well, you know what? That's good because I didn't even name him Zeke. His name is Ezekiel.
And see, let's check this out, West Coast.
So you didn't offend Zeke. You offended his family. Don't you think that's gonna help? Don't you think you're gonna have to like how you just piss on somebody, piss on somebody, piss on somebody, piss on somebody? Hey, can you come back in and be the Russian champion? Because guess what? All them shady people that said we don't need no Russian champion, as soon as he gets back, guess what they want? A Russian champion. So and this is the question I asked, boss. But this is the question I asked, boss. Since we don't need Zeke to be this great running back, when he comes back, can he just be average?
No, of course not.
Can he be average? I'm asking you, YouTube. I'm asking you, Instagram. I'm asking you, Facebook. I mean, since we don't need a rushing champion, Jerry said it. We don't need it. So guess what? Zeke, you don't have to do that, Zeke. You don't have to do that. Just come back and be an average running back. Because that's what we need.
Yeah, and I real quick, I did want to clarify because Greg said he wasn't agreeing with it.
I know. I seen him too. Go ahead. Go up.
Because Greg is loyal, and I want to just also put that side of what he said up there too. But at the same time, man, I'm glad we're getting ready to move on from this. And I'm also very proud of Mr. Elliott, and I'm also very happy to be a host of this show. This is one of the main reasons I'm proud to be a host of this show is because what I've learned from doing shows with you is I gained the perspective of the family. Yeah.
Because we have a lot of family members Cowboys family members that watch the show.
That was the first time I did a show. And that's the first time when I was talking to a parent that I started to see the players outside of fandom. And I start seeing them through the eyes of somebody's kid, somebody's son, somebody's brother, right? And so when you look at it from that perspective, it does give you a sense of empathy if you really are an empathetic person. Yeah. You can actually now see why that joke was not funny.
Nope.
you look through the eyes of the people that they still look up to. Because when Zeke is done playing, when Dez is done playing, when all these people are done playing, you know who's gonna still be there loving them?
They parents, they mamas, they daddies, they aunties.
You know who's gonna forget about them real quick?
Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones forgot about Roy Williams. Roy Williams like 5 times. Can I be like, I know I ain't supposed to be telling this, but I'm about to go hard for my boy Roy because Jerry, you can't be letting all these other people retire. And this is a guy who, like, come on, man. Roy Williams, what? For a period of 4 years, the only jerseys that was selling was Roy Williams jersey. Let's just be real. You won't even let the dude retire, a Cowboy. Like, come on, man. You gonna let Jason Witten retire twice.
So I'm gonna tell you what's getting ready to happen next, everybody. I'm gonna tell you right now. The person that's gonna have to be the toughest minded out of all of this out the big three is getting ready to be.
Go ahead.
And see, because right now, and this is why we shouldn't listen to the front office, because they said to all of us that we like people that come to camp. We like people that show up for work. But guess what? The people that held y'all hostage is the people you paid first.
D-Law, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, Dez Bryant, Tony Romo. These are all players that held out and got paid.
People that hold you hostage are the people that you actually treat with more respect.
Yeah.
See, people that come to work like Dak, and I'm not saying Zeke wrong. I don't want nobody to say that, but I just want to be honest. I've been saying this, that Zeke will gets the oil. See, when Tank had that shoulder, and he said, I ain't trying to hear about Zeke and money. I ain't trying to hear about Dak and money. That's y'all problem.
Figure it out.
Right? He said, figure it out. And guess what? Steven said, okay.
He backtracked. And what he did is he backtracked. He said, you're absolutely right. It is the management's job. It is our job to make sure. He backtracked.
It's like, because guess what? He was the squeaky wheel, and he was making a lot of noise with that shot.
Yeah.
He was saying, look, if y'all want that killer pass rusher, put me first. I'm a squeaky wheel.
Oh, boss.
Guess what? Zeke was a squeaky wheel. But guess what's getting ready to happen and why Dak will have to be tough-minded? Because as soon as Zeke contract is done, the national media is going to spin it. Now, I predicted everything that was going to happen. Everything. Even the time. And I said they was going to lose Jalen for a week. I said in a week, they was going to use Jalen and try to put false leverage on the big three. They finished that. Now they getting ready to move into the national media, getting ready to move into, mark my words, why is Dak not paid? Is he saying that he's not worth the money? They're going to switch it. And going into game one, they're going to be putting a whole lot of public pressure on Dak saying, why has he not been paid? And they paid everybody but him yet. Do they have faith in him? Do they have confidence in him? The person that's going to have to go in there again and look it all up and be the bigger man is our quarterback.
Hey, and I'm going to tell you also this too. Have you guys noticed that the players who are dealing directly with Jerry are taking what they call team-friendly deals? Jerry dealt directly with Jalen Smith, and they got a deal done in 12 days. And guess what? Miles Jack, who got drafted in the same draft as him, is already making more money than Jalen Smith. I said it was going to be this time next year, he was already going to be underpaid. Guess what? He's already underpaid. Season ain't even started.
2 weeks.
Season ain't even started. You want to know why? Because he dealt directly with Jerry Jones.
Yep.
He dealt directly with. My thing is this: if you're dealing directly with the person selling you something, why are they gonna be like, yeah, I'm selling it for $15, but you know what? You're pretty darn good. I'm gonna go up on my price. I'm gonna give it to you for 17. When does that happen? Never. That's why I kept telling the scouts, yo, it is the job of the agent to be the bad guy and say the stuff that Zeke can't say. Why? Because Zeke has to go back to Dallas at some point. It's like my mom used to always tell me, hey, when you and your girlfriend or when you and your wife is having problems, if it's something y'all gonna fix the next day, don't tell me. Why? Because I'm gonna still be mad at her the next day. While y'all up here kissing and smooching and feeling all good and then made up. So Rocky, he is the guy who says who punches back. Who punches back. Even Marshall Faulk, they say Marshall Faulk ain't the problem. Marshall Faulk ain't the problem. Marshall Faulk is a guy who was in a position to help Zeke. Like, this is the thing about it. If you're mad that Zeke got people in his in his corner that look after him, then yeah, I get it. And guess what? The Cowboys were trying to screw over Ezekiel Elliott. They were trying to screw him over. But I think that's something that you guys need to also realize too. Because there's a lot of people out there that be like, I'm a Cowboy fan, and it doesn't matter what you do, I'm gonna be a Cowboy fan. Well, let's just be real. Some of y'all got cousins in jail right now that you ain't sent no money to. So guess what? You can be married, you can be in a family with someone and not support the dumb stuff they do. Let's be real. I got 3 cousins locked up right now. One of them get money on their book, one of them get a letter, and the other one, I'm sorry, you want to still act stupid? I can't help you. But let's just be real. We got folks in our family right now incarcerated that we don't even send money to. So don't act like you can't have people in your life that's doing the wrong thing, that are related to you, that are associated to you.
No doubt.
Marshall Faulk is a Hall of Fame running back who has held out. What he was, and more importantly, Marshall Faulk is a guy who's known Zeke since he was 11. And guess what? When you're 11, you can be really good, but by come 14, you can suck. Although it just works out like that. I've known a lot of little kids that were really, really good. They don't even play football no more. There's a kid, I ain't gonna say his name, dude, 6'7". Got 8th grade, balling. He go to the same prep school as my kids go to. Got to, by 10th grade, don't even play basketball no more. Got all the hottest shoes, though. Don't even play basketball no more, though. Don't even play, boss. Just lost it. You know what I'm saying? So what I say all this to say this, man. Y'all need to understand that just because we're Cowboy fans, we can't be look out and be like, yeah, I'm a West Coast, but guess what? Susan West Coast, yeah, they was wrong for stealing all that money. They was wrong. They was wrong. She's still my auntie, and I still love her. But she was wrong. Hey, man, we about to get up out of here. Instagram's already telling us we got to get up out of here, too. So, hey, man, make sure you tune in. Make sure you guys tune in this week, man. Make sure you guys tune back in tomorrow morning.
I want to talk about, too, man. I know that Zeke took up a lot of time, but yeah, I know you want to talk about it, too, because this roster stuff there's some good team leads in it if you know what you're looking at. There's some good predictions in it. And then all in all, wins are one of the things that can forgive almost all wounds. I want to keep that in mind, too.
Except for the personal ones. Zeke.
Yeah, and you know, like...
Except for the personal ones.
Yeah, and Zeke don't really strike me as somebody that kind of lets stuff go. And see, the person that warned us about this when we was at that sports con, I was talking to Jesse Holly. Me and you going back and forth with Jesse Holly for a minute.
I need to release that that interview.
We was going back and forth for a minute, and one thing Jesse said, man, that stuck with me. He said Dak not holding now because it's not in his personality. He said, but Zeke, and this was before training camp. Then he said, we were sitting there going back and forth, but he said, but Zeke is in his personality because he's that type of guy.
Yep.
Meaning his personality don't sit well with like being told stuff and then another thing happen. And sure enough, Jesse was right. So that is a kind of fearful thing that like hopefully Zeke can just kind of shake us. Cause see, we all know and should know. If you don't know this, you don't pay attention. The person that's the most mentally tough person on our team is clearly Dak. It's not even close. What I pray is that Zeke is able to just kind of shake it, because this is the first time that he's been under the scrutiny of the public. Dak been dealing with it from the beginning. You know what I mean? He's been in controversy since he's been completely wrong. I think he embraces it and endures it. So it's one of those things to where I'm just praying that Zeke come out, go crazy, people start doing the feed me sign again, and he buys into it and he just let everything kind of brush off his back. That's what I really pray. I pray that the way that we muddied up his name don't carry into the season.
Me neither. And then most importantly, my thing is this, man. I just pray that Ezekiel Elliott is one of those humans with superhuman strength who's able to just put it all behind him and just move it on. I know it's not fair, but it's life. like I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna give y'all a real situation. Like my mother-in-law, diabetic, man. She has adopted these 2 kids, And guess what? The 2 kids can't stay with her right now. Why? Because she about to get her finger amputated. Right. And I'm the closest relative. I got 3 kids, all between the age of 14, 15, 16, living in my house. And guess what? The dude, it was funny because my pastor walked up to me today and I thought he was about to, I don't know what I thought. I thought he was going to give me some encouragement or something. You know what he said? He said, hey man, this is the course that you got to take. So you just got to, like, basically you just got to man up, like handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like handle it. You know what I'm saying? Where else they going to go? Handle it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, and guess what? It's not fair, but it'll make Zeke a better person. This is probably a lesson he'll be able to pass on to his children. You know what I'm saying? On how to get torn down in the media and still go out there and perform. It's gonna be a great story he'll be able to tell to his kids.
Go, handle it.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, you guys already know what it is, man. Boss Cowboy, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, man. You can definitely find me at Boss Cowboy Sports on everything other than Twitter, where it's gonna actually be backwards, where it's gonna be Cowboy_Boss is my Twitter handle. And I'm releasing new articles. Like I said, I had a lot of articles come out last week, but I'm gonna have some more come out this week. I'm not doing a recap over the last preseason game.
Nope.
Roster cuts, it's be a waste of time.
Nope.
Everybody kind of knows why sell what's already sold. And then you doing articles on basically B team, C team. I'm just not doing it. But
Can I get a point? I got someone saying Dak is a soldier, meaning he's a soldier. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Dak is a sucker.
Yeah.
I love Dak, but he a sucker.
Yeah.
He a simp.
And see, that's coming from sometimes when you hear West Coast say that's coming from me when talking about Dak, that you gotta understand that I'm with West Coast.
He a sucker on that one.
Yeah. And when you see me agree with West Coast on that, it's real. It's real. I'm actually literally kind of disappointed in Dak because Dak pushed back not even a little bit.
And that's a part of leadership. That's a part of being a good leader. When you see stuff's being taken advantage of, say something.
Your resume too solid. You got no more to prove. Like, you have no more to prove. You don't need no more preseasons to prove yourself. You don't need a whole nother season.
Yep.
What did Parcells say? After 3 years, we pretty much know what you are.
Yeah, and the thing about it is this, man. Like, at some point, you gotta have confidence in yourself. Dak should have freaking.
You didn't stand up at all.
At all.
And then if you just look across the river at your competitor, you see them showing way more respect than you. It's like you can't be a handsome man and you getting done wrong by an ugly woman. That can't happen. Mm-mm. If you look across and you see an ugly man with a beautiful woman, that means you can do the same thing too. You just gotta believe in yourself. You know what I mean? And go out there and try to shoot at the most beautiful woman you can. But if you think you ugly, then you ain't gonna do that. If some of this doubt that is creeping in on him, then you're not going to fight back. But when you know your worth, you fight back. That's exactly what Zeke did. Zeke said, I know my worth. I don't care what y'all put in the public. I know my worth. You know what I mean? And I am disappointed in Dak, man. It was no kind of holdout from him. He shouldn't have played no. When he looked over and saw Wentz not playing no preseason, he should have said,
and think about this, boss. He started on that track when he said, "No, I'm not taking the money like that. I'm not taking no little money like Tom Brady. I'm not taking that."
Yeah.
And then he just pulled all the way off of it.
And look who's getting ready to get.
And look, exactly. That's why when people be like, "Oh, Zeke needs Dak agent," I'm like, "No, Dak needs Zeke agent because Rocky's gonna get him paid."
Yeah, this all nice guy wrong, but this is what I would love about that. If Dak did this, I would love that. If the moment Zeke get paid, he needs to come out and say, "I'm not playing week 1 without a contract."
And you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna have the contract that's already written, probably in the locker. They're just gonna pull it out.
Yeah, and he should, because at this point the time would have expired on who? The Cowboys.
Yep.
Because now you gotta go with Rush. Now, the waiver wires and all the quarterbacks will be placed by then. So I would wait to Tuesday and say, congratulations to my friend Zeke. But as far as me and mine, I'm not going out there taking a 4th-year risk.
And you know what'll happen? Since they just gave Zeke all that money, they'll have to pay Dak because you don't want to waste that money on a not winning season.
Yeah. And I swear, if Dak go out and play game 1 without a contract,
he ain't getting a contract this year. And if he
to ever play the game, I mean, sucker. Like, you let Jerry and them play you, and they literally said, and it's a contradiction, bro. How you gonna say, you know, we reward the players that's at practice? Well, the people that's at practice right now don't have the contracts. The people that held y'all hostage, they got paid.
Yeah, I just want to ask Jerry Jones one question, and I think if I asked him this question, it'll throw the whole thing up. It'll mess the whole negotiation up. I don't even think Jerry Jones would ask this question. Answer this question. You know what that question is? I'll just ask him one simple question.
I sure want to know.
Jerry, do you be Jerry Jones?
Okay, I'm ready.
Jerry.
Yes.
Is Dak Prescott better than Carson Wentz?
Absolutely. What kind of question is that, Mr. West?
But you know what? It's a trap. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not trying to shade on you a little bit. But Jerry Jones is gonna be a little bit smarter than us. I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna do. He's gonna go. I love Dak Prescott. He's not gonna answer that question, because if he answered that question, then it leads to them. Why is he not getting paid more than him then?
Yeah. So he gonna sidestep it. So let me be.
He gonna hella sidestep it. Let's try it one more time.
Let me sidestep it. I know exactly how to sidestep.
So Jerry, do you think that Dak Prescott is a better quarterback right now than Carson Wentz?
I don't get into hypotheticals.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't get into hypotheticals. That's for the fans to decide. All I want my guys to go out there and play football, and then we'll let everybody decide on the field.
And Boss Cowboy, real quickly, man, why isn't he gonna say a yes or no on that question?
Because he already knows. If you say yes to that, then the next question is gonna be, why haven't you enumerated?
Yep.
And yeah, and it's
Yep.
See, what I really want is
Ken, I knew what you was talking about, Ken. You good? Go ahead.
And I see Dak under pressure. And I'm not gonna lie. I love Dak under pressure. I love when everybody hate Dak, because for some reason it brings out the best of him.
Or when somebody trying to take his job.
Yeah, in those two situations, Dak balls. Like when everybody was saying going into the Philly games that Wentz was the favorite and Philly was the favorite. All the way when you look at it in year one, when they was talking about should Romo come back after the Minnesota game, right? And a New York Giants game that they lost, right?
Right.
And Dak had two bad games, even though the Minnesota game wasn't bad, but it wasn't a good yardage game, but they still called it a bad game, right?
Man, that deep, I ain't gonna lie, I did a video on that. I was on Dak head after that game. That defense was on his.
Cool.
Hey, that's when the Minnesota. I'll put it to you like this: the Minnesota Vikings, that was by far their best defensive unit, probably in the last 10 years.
Yeah, and
2016, their defense was ridiculous.
Because we'll debate that, but I ain't gonna get into that.
But we'll agree on that. Their defense was ridiculous.
Yeah, the defense was good. The offensive line was horrible that game. They had like 5 holding calls. They was going back way more than they were.
That was like the first check engine light on our offensive line too.
Facts. I don't want to get into that though, man.
Because it was that game where people started looking like, wait, time out. They said that who?
Yeah, because see, that was the first game that we saw 6 offensive linemen to help free. That was the first time that they did that. And
Anthony Barr was wearing us out, bro.
Like that, and the offensive line did break down. People don't remember that, but that's a very good observation by you. But check this out. The buzz started going on putting in Romo, man. As soon as that buzz got hot, Dak went in there and completed like 89% of his passes versus Tampa. And then followed up with 75% completion rate against Detroit, you know? And it's really doubted. But I want to see Dak when he's relaxed. I just want to see, okay, I'm paid, now I can just be free. I want to just see that.
But I'm going to be honest with you, boss. I don't think, I keep it real with you though. Bro, he'll never be like that. You want to know why? Because the only way you're going to be relaxed is if you feel you've arrived. And I'm going to tell you, as soon as Dak is going to go from, oh my God, why haven't y'all paid him? Why haven't y'all paid him? Why haven't y'all paid him? He deserves to get paid. Then once we pay him and they see the number, they're going to pick at the number. Wait, time out. Y'all gave Dak what?
Good point.
Bro, he's making how much money a year? And he only threw for 190 yards?
Yeah, he always.
Bro, he's always going to be under pressure.
He always go on his heels.
He's always going to be. So that's why I'm saying, Dak, if you always going to be in the crap, if we in the military, we always say, if you always going to be in the shit, learn how to play in the toilet.
Yeah, man, I can't find
That's what we say in the military. If you're always going to be in the shit, learn how to play in the toilet.
Yeah, see, because I was debating a Romo co member today. Okay. And a Romo cult member is a fanatic. You can be a Romo fan without being a cult member, okay? And one of the things he said, which is crazy, is Dak is ranked like 17th in yards, so he's trash. And I said, okay, so you saying really then Romo trash? No, Romo's not trash. I say Romo's best year is 2014.
Where he threw less yards.
He threw less yards than Dak 2 out of the 3 years. So you saying Romo trash? Romo cult member? I mean, that's what you saying. Well, you know, Romo's a better quarterback. Now you're trying to change the narrative, really, because yards should never be, with our offense the way that it is now, a standard of greatness.
Because it's never been about passing.
Yeah, because in our current system of being a heavy run team, you should not look at yards as a standard of greatness in our system. That's why Romo in 2014 statistically didn't have a lot of yards, but his efficiency was really, really, really good, because you don't judge quarterback success in our system on yards.
And think about that, boss. And guess what? That screwed Romo too. You want to know why? Because he lost the MVP to Aaron Rodgers.
Over yards.
Over yards. And we know Romo was the best quarterback in the NFL in 2014.
And no doubt, without a lot of yards.
Yes.
So, the bigger point is this, and this is what I always try to explain to people. Give me boring wins over exciting shootout losses. I would take boring wins 99.9999.99 100% of the time, baby, over just shootout. Because look, Cousins is a shootout quarterback. He put out 5,000-yard seasons, but Dak 4-0 on him. You know why? Because Dak protects the ball better than him.
Yep.
In all the games that they played, he put up more yards, but he also committed more interceptions with those gambling-type throws.
And they don't got the defense to compensate for that, man.
Yeah, and then so that's why I say give me the same throws that Dak will do over those gamble high-risk throws that Cousins is going to do. Because yes, he's going to make the crowd get up off their feet, but he's going to lose more games.
Yeah.
So give me boring wins all day. Because see, this is the fact that I know West Coast knows, but most people don't know this. When Dak doesn't have a fumble or a turnover, we win 95% of those games. Why would you change that for him on the West Coast?
You wouldn't. That's good football.
It's good football, so why are people saying, I want Dak to push the ball downfield, and I want him to take more chances? No, I don't.
Yeah.
I want him to be basically about what he is.
Hey, and I'm gonna end it on this note too, because I'm gonna add this last comment. They say Romo hit receivers. No, Romo's talent was never in question. That's not actually true. Romo played for the Dallas Cowboys for 14 years, but only was our he was 13 years, but this is our starting quarterback 11 years. For the most part, people remember Tony Romo from like 2013 to 2012 on to like 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, I say 2009. That's more accurate. That second contract, people don't really remember Tony Romo for that first contract.
Yeah.
And think about this. Even when Tony Romo got his first contract, he had already been in the league 3 years. So think about this. At this point of where Dak is right now, if he was on the same scale as Tony Romo, he would have been in the league 7 years right now. Because Tony Romo was in the league 3 years before he was starting 3.5 for the Cowboys. Because he sat on the bench. He didn't do nothing for 3 years. 3 years. So, but hey, man, I got to get up out of here, man. You already know what it is, man. We will be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. California time, 12 p.m. Central time out there in Texas. And I will be getting on an airplane. I'll be getting on an airplane Friday and be on my way out there to see y'all out there at this game, man. So I'm extremely excited, man. You guys already know what it is, man. Make sure you guys catch up with us tomorrow at 10 a.m. Cali time and 12 p.m. Texas time. You guys already know what it is, man. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.